but I don't see that figure reflected here.
No.
There was a presentation made several weeks ago.
We haven't decided yet if that's gonna happen or not. The town board and the commission has to get together and decide if that's gonna happen, Charlie. If it does, well, then it'll carry over. I think what did it turn out to be, Gene? About 12,000? It was,
Yeah.
we're looking at 19, but realistically about 12, something like that.
So potentially that could still
There's a
show up.
potential no, the department budget won't go up, it could come down.
No, that's what I mean, yeah.
It probably won't come down in the budget, but there could be a savings that would go into unexpended balance next year. Or to a capital reserve account for police cars, and something like that. So, but that decision really hasn't been made completely yet, we're leaning towards it.
Well, if we have time, half of me says I shouldn't read this, the other half says I should. During the election campaign, we got hammered about our reserves. I happen to be pretty proud of the fact that we do have these reserves, so I think you should know the numbers that are in there. You should also know that this wasn't put together in 2 or 3 years. This goes way back before I was supervisor. Of course, the numbers were a hell of a lot smaller back then, but so was everything else. This is where we took money, and I say we, these 40 years. I haven't been elected that long, but I've been involved with it. And at least 40 years, we started even before that. This goes, every supervisor I know on our unexpended balance. When we put it in the budget, if it was high, because the departments didn't use the money, we took a percentage of that and put it in these reserve accounts. Reserve account, everybody may or may not know, is like a CD for you and me in our private lives, the way I look at it. So anyway, on the highway under machinery, there's $81,745.90. For improvements, there is a $54,796.01. Now, whenever something happens, we take the money out of there, but it has to be for improvements or machinery. So we've never bought any machinery that we had to finance. Well, didn't do it while I'm here. Then there's a escrow retirement account, which the county or the state gave us money back about 6 years ago, 7 years ago, whatever it was. And that's $40,611. So he has a total of $177,000. $177,153.77. One of them brain freezes. You hear about that on the news? Okay, in the general fund, we got Reserve B for landfill. In that account, there's $42,200. I'm going to round these off. $42,272. Capital Reserve C is for police. Now it's got $30,853 in it. Reserve D for parks is $57,421. Reserve E for the assessor is $76,752. And then there's Reserve G for handicap improvements, what we can move in buildings, of $50,888. We started a reserve health insurance, which seems to be working out pretty good the other way, but anyway, that has built up to $126,210. The reason that's a little high was because we would get these increases and if you don't like them, don't buy our insurance. That's the way they look at it. And they would hit us with 19%, 21%, 200 and some thousand dollars, so we have this little cushion if we need it. Computers in Reserve K, it's got 21,861. Reserve L, buildings, it's got 153,11. Reserve R, record management, is 4,747. Reserve T was tax consultant fund, which was a fund we put together, large parcel days. So we would come up with some money that we would have that can be looked at. It seems that we have that pretty much under control. Billy Cook is doing a terrific job on that. Reserve X, retirement, that's 26,505. Recreation is 22,669. And the escrow retirement amount for the general fund is 63,812. And that's a total of $787,255.96. Those numbers will be smaller next year because that's how we kept your budget now. We're getting into that if we have to. I look around, I don't see anybody from the press here, so I think you should know that.
Yeah, Charlie.
Yes.
So the 787 is before or after the deduction of this year's 175?
Well, you're asking me to like take it out of the, that would be after. That's,
Right,
you're talking from last year to this year.
right.
Yeah, those are current numbers, so they were higher last year.
Right, so, but what I mean is, with our use of 175 of reserve this year, we're left then with 787?
Yes.
Cool. Although if present trends continue in 5 years, we're flat.
Yes.
Well, it's nice when interest rates are higher.
I think we're gonna
That's
be
where
waiting
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
this
that.
came through the years, but unfortunately, it ain't that way. Okay, I'm done unless someone else has. Yes, meeting we went to the other night, Brown,
Yes,
you want to talk a little bit about that, or we just want to let that go?
about the meeting about the tax cap?
No, we
Oh,
took
the
care of that,
other-
we're not
wireless?
recording
Wireless.
per person.
I
Pardon me?
think that.
The wireless meeting?
We should come in.
About the wire, the high-tech stuff. I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot, I thought it was a great technology, I just think the company is in its infancy.
I agree. I'm Joyce Barron. I live in Olive Bridge on Leanne Way off Brown Road. And we have been trying very hard for the past couple of years to get Time Warner Cable to cable our roads. And as I've been talking to neighbors, we moved in here 5 years ago. So it was before the first franchise was negotiated with Time Warner. And what I understand now, having done more research, is that there is a provision in Time Warner's agreement with any town that they also provide, that they will provide cable coverage for every road that has 20 houses per mile on it at their expense. But if you have fewer than 20 homes per mile, they aren't going to be interested in doing that for you. However, the town has an option when it negotiates its franchise every 10 years or so to negotiate some of those those less dense areas and get Time Warner to provide cable coverage to those places. We happen to be, and there are, like, I think 3 areas, Sampsonville, Crumville, and Winchell Corner.